to wear the cast on my arm anymore. I feel so much better. It was removed yesterday after lots and lots of care from my mom, my doctor, and lots of rest. So now I can play softball again. Yay! And guess what? I have a friend over today, Cadence.
Hi everyone!
I'm super excited Cadence is here because now I can play the games that I love to play. For example, I have this super duper challenge for you.
A challenge?
I know you pretty well, so I have a feeling that you're going to enjoy this challenge.
Bring it on!
Oh my! You sound ready!
I'm always up for a challenge. What is it?
So, have you ever heard of egg and spoon?
I know what an egg is and I know what a spoon is. What is this challenge?
The rules are, you have an egg on a spoon and you're supposed to walk across the room without the egg falling off the spoon. Except, we're going to use a ball instead of an egg because my mom would not be happy about me dropping an egg on the floor.
That sounds easy.
But you can't hold the ball and the spoon with the other hand.
I have to put the ball on a spoon and then walk?
Yep, and your other hand has to be behind your back.
That sounds hard.
So, do you accept this challenge?
Fine. Challenge accepted.
Do an awesome job?
It was really hard to play with one hand.
You were great, but I can tell you really wanted to use two hands instead of one. I think today's Bible story will tell us a little bit about saying no to things we're not supposed to do. Want to listen to the Bible story with me?
Absolutely. I could use a break after the challenge.
It's time for our Bible story. Today, we will learn another amazing story about Jesus.
Great.
In this story, Jesus is tempted to do things that were wrong.
What does tempted mean?
Tempted is when we want to do something really bad, but it's not the right thing to do.
Like what?
Maybe take a cookie that your mom told you not to take. You really want to listen, but you really love cookies too.
Oh yes, that happens a lot.
So Jesus was tempted not to eat cookies, but he was in the desert where it was very hot and dry. The desert was covered in sand and rocks.
For how long?
Jesus was in the desert for 40 days, and he didn't have anything to eat. Jesus was tired and also very hungry.
Why didn't he eat something?
Jesus chose to go without food so he could only focus on talking to God.
Oh, I see.
Jesus knew that God was preparing him to do something great, so he needed to get ready. Soon, the devil came along and tried to trick Jesus. The devil is an old enemy of Jesus who kept trying to make Jesus do bad things. First, the devil tried to get Jesus to turn stones into bread. Jesus was really hungry, and he could have done it. But Jesus said no.
Great job, Jesus.
It didn't stop there. Second, the devil took Jesus up to a really high place in the city. The devil tried to tempt Jesus again to jump and make angels catch him. Jesus said no. Jesus knew the devil was trying to trick him. So the devil tried to tempt Jesus a third time. This time, the devil told Jesus that he would give him all sorts of treasures if Jesus would stop obeying God and started obeying the devil.
I know how this ends. Jesus told the devil no.
You got it. After that time, the devil left Jesus alone. And do you remember those angels that the devil tried to get Jesus to call on? They came and took care of Jesus after that.
Because Jesus obeyed God?
That's right. Jesus could have done all the things that the devil told him to do. But Jesus knew that's not what God wanted him to do. So even though he was tired, hungry, and very weak, Jesus said no to the devil and said yes to God.
That story reminded me of the challenge you just gave me.
Really?
Yes, the game was a bit tough and I had to use one hand, but I did it.
That's a great point. You were tempted to use your other hand, but you didn't though. Sometimes I need help when I'm tempted to do something that I shouldn't.
Me too. One time I found a really cool toy at school and I wanted to keep it, but it wasn't the right thing to do.
Cadence, that was the best choice. Something like that happened
your turn to do the challenge.
I thought you'd never ask. Challenge accepted. Catch you next time, friends. Okay, let's do this.
Oh, hey there, little chicken nuggets. Welcome to Grow TV.
Welcome to Grow TV. Hosted by Carl, where we have fun with our friends, talk about Jesus, and go over everything the Bible has to offer. Now, once again, welcome to Grow TV.
Gotta be ready. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Oh, hey there, kiddos. I don't know how much time I have to do Grow TV. I'm training. You see, a super athlete like myself has to constantly train to keep a superhuman physique. Ouch! Drill horse. Anyways, so I know to be the best athlete on the planet, I gotta do whatever it takes. And that means looking at other athletes and doing what they do. So number one, breathing techniques and mind relaxation. Let's get to it. Calmness is a spirit of relaxation. What are the things that make you relax, Carl? Puppy dogs, the color neon orange, grizzly bear droppings, grizzly bear tickles. Do grizzly bears tickle? I don't know, but I would love to find out one day. I like to think they do. Number two, flexibility. Every great athlete knows that being flexible will guard you against great injuries. So let's get flexible. Oh, that's actually really tight. Ow!
Carl, are you okay?
Yeah, I think so. Can you help me up? Yeah! Thank you, Cassie.
Sure. So what were you doing on the floor?
Well, I was training.
Training? Training for what?
Well, to become the greatest athlete who ever lived.
Oh, right. Of course. So how's it going?
Can't you see? It's going fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Obviously.
All right, I'm not quite there, but I still have one more step of training.
Really? What's the last step?
Let me see. Check my phone. Fasting.
Oh, cool.
I've never done it before. Have you?
Once or twice, yeah.
Really? All right. Well, do you mind if I give it a try?
Go ahead.
All righty.
What are you doing?
What does it look like? I'm fasting.
This is not how you fast.
Oh, Cassie? Yes, it is. It's what all great athletes do. You didn't see me slowly? Pretty cool, huh?
Sure. Hey, Carl, how about you sit down? I think that's enough training for the day.
Yeah. All right, I feel good. Fasting is the best.
I don't want to burst your bubble, but I think fasting is a completely different thing.
Oh, really? Why don't you tell me why you think it is?
Fasting is when you choose not to eat or drink specific things during a certain amount of time.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure, unless you think Jesus is wrong.
What? No, Jesus is never wrong. How would you say that?
Well, Jesus fasted.
Really? When?
Well, it says in Mark 1 that Jesus went alone into the wilderness.
That's awesome. If anyone deserves a little me time, it's Jesus.
Oh no, Carl. Jesus didn't go into the wilderness on vacation. He went there specifically to be tempted.
Okay, pump the brakes. Why would Jesus do that to himself?
Well, Jesus knew that doing God's work was going to be very tough. Jesus went into the wilderness to pray and gather strength for what lay ahead.
Wow, I know Jesus is God's son, but man, that still had to be tough.
Yep, and while Jesus was out there, he fasted.
Cool, so he was only out there for like what, 20, 30 minutes?
40
Oh, 40? That's not that bad.
days. 40 days.
I beg your pardon?
Jesus was out there for 40 days, fasting and being tempted by the devil.
Well, what did the devil tempt Jesus with?
If you read Luke 4, we find out that the devil told Jesus to turn stones into bread, to jump off a really high place and force angels to catch Jesus, and even for Jesus to bow down and worship him.
Those are weird things to tempt someone with.
The devil knew who Jesus was and wanted to turn him against God. Of course, that didn't happen though.
Isn't that incredible? But I still can't get over how he was tempted for so long. How many times did Jesus fall into temptation or mess up?
Would you believe me if I said 0 times?
Yeah, I would.
What? What's wrong?
I guess I'm a little discouraged.
Why? This should be good news.
Good news? How? I can't even go 40 seconds without messing up. But Jesus went 40 days without falling into temptation. Jesus can go on forever. I can never do that.
Well, of course you couldn't. You're a great person, but you're not Jesus. Carl, you see, Jesus did this to give us the perfect example on how to live. And when things get rough, he told us what to do.
What did he tell us to do?
Well, he told us to give our worries to God, and Jesus shows us that he can help us.
Help us, huh? Even when we're being tempted?
Especially when we're tempted. I know Jesus helps me when I'm tempted.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Carl.
Yeah. Cassie, you are right.
Jesus helps me when I'm tempted.
He does. He does. You're so right.
Carl.
Yeah. Cassie. That's good, yeah.
Did you hear what I said?
I did. Yeah. Make me emotional. Yeah, he helps us. He helps us. That's good. That's good stuff. You're so right.
Carl.
Cassie. Oh! That's our big idea! Today's big idea is Jesus helps me when I'm tempted.
So let's say it out loud on the count of 3. Ready?
Ready?
1,
2,
3.
Jesus helps me when I'm tempted! Yeah!
So, Mr. Super Athlete, do you think you're finally finished with all your training?
Not quite. Choo choo! Choo 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 choo! Ha! Choo choo choo! Get it? Like I'm training? Come on, Cassie, train with me. Choo choo! Choo choo! Yeah! See you later, kids! Woo!
Thank you for watching, and tune in next week for a new episode of Pro TV.